Day 75. Miles and I are kind of heading up Fair and Knob here. You see we got a fresh little dusting of snow. It's probably just over 20 degrees up at this elevation. We're just taking it slow and easy today. Hiking most of the steep stuff. Got my poles. We're on Fair and Knob. Climbing up. I get to see this ridge, the shut-in ridge. You know, most days where I'm driving or riding or whatever, I see this ridge so often, and I absolutely just love this place. I do so much training up here. Excuse me, my jaw is kind of frozen. So yeah, I just needed a day, get out, get up in the mountains. Nobody up here. I think the parkway is probably closed, so super quiet. Just needed some peace. A little time to reflect, get away, catch up on some podcasts. Obviously get miles out. Yeah, it's just been nice just to get up here, and even though I'm just taking it easy and hiking, it's just beautiful. Brought a shell just in case, a little lightweight jacket in case it got colder up here. It's not bad. I was a little worried about my hands with the poles. I didn't bring a heavyweight glove, and at first I had to tuck my hands in my sleeves, and I'm wearing my red light pack, and they've got 2 holsters in the back for your poles, which is really cool. Seems to work really well. You can get them out easy. I'm not sure about putting them back in, but yeah, I got them out super easy. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that's what those pockets were for, but yeah, they hold the poles. There's also the quiver accessory, which they've been sold out on. Hoping to get my hands on that, because I'd like to store my body bottles in those pouches, which actually I have a body bottle back there, and I put the pole in and it was fine. So pack's pretty cool so far. Really like it. So thumbs up thus far. Good job, buddy. Yes, it's just weird because I did a few weeks ago, I did this run, video and everything. I was running all this. Just, I don't know, yeah. Can only think that perhaps I've had a virus. Non-COVID related, but something that just attacked my system. And when I was like so fatigued and worn out, I was at the peak of it, and you know, just body's taking a while to recover from it. But I'm happy to be out here. Happy to be marching up this mountain. It's gonna take a little longer, but that's worth it. It's great. So, beautiful day. Clouds around me. Look like we might get a little bit more snow. Got some gray, heavy clouds. So I wouldn't be surprised if it starts snowing again. It's kind of cool. Just all I hear is the sound of my footsteps and my breath. Over to my right here, if you can see through the trees, that's 3 humps. There's a trail from Bent Creek that comes over from there on the bowl run. So this part of shut-in is part of the bowl, the Bent Creek bowl. This part should be pretty up here. There's usually some nice ice on the rocks. Let's check it out here. Yeah, I got some good icicles. It's pretty sweet. This is one of my favorite parts of shut-in. Love this stretch. The views and just the trail itself. It's so nice. Keep thinking in my mind about all the runs that I want to do, but as always, just gotta be patient. Wait for the body to be ready for it. It's obviously not quite there. Starting to get up into the frost line. You know, we've hit the snow line, but now you can start to see up here on the trees, they've all got that white tint to them. It's really cool. This is usually where I hit the frost line. This elevation, so pretty. I love this. Oh, that's some mountain bike tracks. That's not good. They're not supposed to be out there. It's funny, I didn't see those tracks. I wonder if they turned off somewhere. Huh. That's strange. Look at this. What's this, mouse? Sometimes you just find these little, look at that, like a little trail. Huh, I've never seen that before. I wonder if it just goes up to that summit. We won't check that out today. We'll keep moving, but yeah, it's cool. The snow lines, you know, kind of show some things you might just run by otherwise. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Gosh. This is why I wanted to come up here. How about you? A little mental break and chance to relax and breathe for a moment. That's why I love coming out and running. It just gives me a moment of clarity and reprieve, a break. It's just nice to kind of unplug for a little bit, be on your own and moving on your own accord at your own pace. Whew. I was training for hard rock. I was thinking about this run this morning. My friend Joe and I, we started down at the French Broad River, which is basically a trailhead for shut-in. That's where it starts. The trail itself, not the race. But we started down there, and then we came up this way, and there's a few knobs and peaks along the way. There's some side trails that you can take and get a little extra vert. So we hit those and think there was 2 behind me that we hit, and then we ran all the way up to the top of Mount Pisgah, and then finished back down at the Pisgah parking lot. Oh man, what a great run that was. Gave me such confidence for hard rock. I felt so strong on the climbs. I felt like I could power hike anything. Yeah, I just was, any climb, just power hiking, and I felt really good. Ended up being about 19 miles, about 4,000 feet of gain. No, that's not, is that right? No, more than that. Yeah, it was way more than that. Because shut-in itself is 5,000 feet of gain. So, gosh, it must have been, what did we get? 6,000? I have to look back. It was a lot of vert. But, I'd love to do that run again at some point soon. Man. Gosh, I miss coming out in the snow. It's been so long. I haven't been out in the snow yet. This is cool. So this junction here, if I went to the right, that goes over to Three Peaks and into Bent Creek. That turn right there. Farron Knob. We continue up this way, and this is the steep part of Farron. Look at that. So gorgeous. Goodness. I don't see those bike tracks anymore. That's so strange. I wonder where they came from. I'll have to check that trail out sometime. I wonder where that was from. Because there's the parkway is a little ways off, and there's nothing, unless they made another trail across the parkway. I'm gonna pop out by Trace Ridge and go down Trace Ridge, but there's nothing in between really. Well, there's one trail, but it's closer to where I popped out off the Bad Fork. I don't think there's anything in between. So I'll have to check that out someday. Add it to the list. Add it to the list, Miles. Oh. Look at that. There's some mole footprints. There must have been more snow up here from earlier in the week. We did get a snow earlier in the week. Those footprints look a little bit older. Good on them for getting out here. I think this is the most magical place in the winter. So cool. I love it up here. We'll keep climbing. Keep you guys with me until we get to the top of Farron Knob here, where the old fire tower was, and say our goodbyes. I'll just keep on moving. Good job, buddy. I just reminisce about so many runs on here. I remember one winter run had Ace Browning, Morgan Elliott, and Patrick Reagan, and we were coming up this, and oh my god, the snow was so deep. Miles was having the toughest time. It was everything he could do to keep his head above the snow line. It's pretty cute. He was working hard. So we had to pick him up a few times and get him through some of the drifts. They were just too deep. It was pretty funny. But oh man, that was cool. It was a night run. We had our lights on, and oh man, trying to keep up with those young bucks. It was fun. Those boys were just cruising right up this stuff and flying down the downhills. It was a good time. That was a good run. There's a little false summit right here. It's taken me a long time to train myself to not get my hopes up that this is the top. So yeah, it keeps going for a bit. Yeah, I guess we could talk about power hiking a little bit. Definitely have to practice it, you know, to be efficient at it. If you're gonna be power hiking a lot in a race, you sure as heck need to practice it. And if you plan on using poles, you need to practice with your poles. To become efficient at using them, you know, getting them on, off, storing them, all that stuff. Certainly need to practice it. You know, as Patrick has me do a lot, you know, if you don't have stuff like this, you just need to get access to a treadmill with good incline, you know, so practice at, you know, wherever you can start at. Start where your fitness is. And, you know, I like to get to about 16% incline. I think that's a happy medium for me. If I get to where I'm fit enough that feels, you know, easy, then I either bump up the incline or bump up the speed. It's good to practice at, you know, inclines that you'll face on whatever course you're running too. So if you got some steep stuff, you know, every once in a while practice on that. You know, especially on the treadmill. Set it at that incline to see what that feels like. Find where you're comfortable. You know, if power hiking should be efficient, it shouldn't be taxing. It's, as I always say with hills, it should be the same effort as if you were on the flat, not the same pace. So, you know, keep that heart rate at that same level, slow down to whatever that is, so it doesn't feel like you're overexerting yourself. And then, yeah, just keep moving forward, keep practicing, get more and more efficient at it. I'll make you faster in the race. All right, we're coming up to the top here. Awesome. Whew, it's getting cold. My thumb is getting frozen. Holding this camera. Sorry if the angle's a little weird. My thumb is completely frozen. Woo! All right. Well, here comes the top. Basically all downhill from here. Back to my car. Super awesome. There we go. Sweet. All right, buddy. Good job, Miles. Good boy. Here's the old fire tower. This is the top. Good job. Top fair knob. Here's our summit. Can't remember where the summit marker is, but here we are. Not much of a view today, bummer. Looks like the clouds settling in over the valley. Like I said, I wonder if we're gonna get a little snow. We weren't supposed to, but God knows up here in the mountains. All right, well, thank you for joining me up that climb. Nice to have some virtual company. We're gonna continue on our quest. Enjoy your day, and we'll enjoy ours. And see you tomorrow.